The Student Seat brought to you by API's Podcast Committee.
Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of The Student Seat. I'm your host Hay Bunsonyza and we're joined by a very special guest, Men Munita. Before we start, Munita, can you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Men Munita, and I'm a senior at American Pacific International School. I study English curriculum at PLS and the Khmer curriculum at the P. I'm very honored to be here today with Niza, and I'm really excited to share my experiences and give meaningful answers.
Today we're going to be talking about competitions and the balance of school life with Munita. So, Munita, can you describe the exact moment you signed up for your first ever competition? How did it happen?
It's actually a really interesting story. I had no intention of joining competitions. I was very focused on activities inside of school, and I did run for head girl for 2 years during my sophomore and freshman year, and I was pretty much occupied. But everything changed when I started doing my English curriculum at PLS. It was like a regular Monday afternoon from school, and I got like a phone notification from my friend, my very close friend. She asked me if I could join her WSC team and fill out the third member role. At first I was really reluctant because this is something new, something outside of school. I wasn't ready to go into a completely new environment. So, and you know what, mind you, we were the last to register. We had to pay extra. So we were so unprepared, and we had like 2-3 weeks of training, and my teammates were both freshmen. They were 2 years younger than me, and they were training me. So we didn't have much expectations for the results, but when everything came out and we went to the competition, we won first place, which is really surprising for us, and it was so memorable. So yeah, I'm glad it was my first experience.
That seems like a really nerve-wracking experience for you. Do you wish you'd stepped out of your comfort zone sooner, or was your timing right? What has it taught you?
Well, definitely. I really wish I did step out sooner, because the competition I joined, WSC, like I mentioned before, I joined in my second half of junior year, right? And it was so different from me, and it's not something I've done before. And no, honestly, to be fair, I did have my fair share of art competitions, but it was done in my comfort zone. It was done at school, and I had a lot of time to prep, and I'm not really used to things that need improvisation. And that, stepping into WSC, it really taught me that even taking the smallest steps is something that you should be proud of. You have to put yourself out there and do not make assumptions, because our human brain can't do that. We have to go out there and live the experience in order to gain knowledge and to gain inspiration to try even harder.
Juggling between Khmer and English curriculums itself is tiring. How exactly do you find the time for MUN or WSC?
That's really interesting, Lisa, because I actually don't. It was like one of my biggest struggles starting off late in my junior year, because everyone else, they had so much training prior. Their parents took them to a lot of debate tutoring and all that stuff, and I feel so left out when I was the oldest there, and I was also a beginner there. And yeah, so it really taught me a lesson, because it taught me how to balance things and to not be so selfish and expect everything to be 100%. Because imagine we're doing AS levels and then grade 11 Khmer, and next year you have Batdope and you have A levels. You can't expect everything to be perfect. So junior year, I decided, because I joined so late, I'm going to prioritize the competitions I joined and give my 100%. Like MUNs and stuff. At first when I joined, I was so stuck, and it was so foreign to me, but I still conquered that fear and joined even more. And the most important thing for me is that you gotta pick your priorities, and what you want to prioritize most, just grind on that and make sure that you're doing what you can with the time you have.
Just like when you started joining competitions, if a student is scared to enter these types of new environments, what is one thing they need to hear most?
Honestly, as someone who had a fair share of fears and anxieties when doing something new, I say don't ever wait to feel ready. Honestly, taking initiative is not easy, but it's a really important step. Just show up and do whatever you can. Don't expect 100% win. Don't expect win on your first experience. Just expect to show up, expect to meet new people, expect to go beyond your comfort zone. Waiting to feel ready is like waiting for a computer to build on its own. It's not healthy, and it's like throwing away your opportunity. So yeah, that is honestly my best advice to whoever's starting out. Don't be afraid to go out there, put yourself out there, challenge yourself beyond what is limited within your school or what you believe is all you can do.
That is a really great advice. And that is all for today's episode. Thank you so much, Munita, for joining us. We got to learn a bit more about school-life balance, experiences from competitions, and we also got some advice for people who would like to try new things but cannot muster up the courage to do so. For those who are nervous, we hope that this episode can show you that although people may put up a brave front, there are still moments where they also feel nervous, but yet they push through in order to achieve their goals. Thank you for listening to the Student